When the woman, who is Israel, flees into the wilderness, a remnant is left behind. This remnant is composed of two classes. First, those who keep the commandments of God, that is, Orthodox Jews who observe the Old Testament law. And second, those who accept the testimony of Jesus Christ, that is, accept Jesus as their promised Messiah. The latter class will be converted by the preaching of the gospel of the kingdom by the two witnesses. Those will be trying times for those Israelites who will not commit idolatry by bowing the knee to the image of the beast. Antichrist will wage persecution against them, and thousands will die a martyr's death.
Before we get too far into this video, we would like to give credit to Clarence Larkin for his great works on this subject matter, as much that we are considering here today are the results of his labors in the Lord Jesus Christ.
We will start today by asking the question, when was it perceived that the 70th week of Daniel was related to the apocalyptic end times, according to church history? Resources suggest in a writing around the year 400 ACE that it was Jerome, the well-known translator of the Latin Vulgate, that had discussed Daniel 9 in his commentary on the book bearing that name. Also, in citing the writings of Hippolytus, circulated around 225 ACE, Jerome remarks, "Moreover, Hippolytus places the final week at the end of the world and brings it into the period of Elijah and the period of the prophesied end-time Antichrist. And so that period is said to kick off during the first 3.5 years of the last week. The pre-knowledge of God is established then. And as for the statement, he shall establish a compact with many for a week." Daniel 9, verse 27.
"And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate."
This period then coincides with and during the other first 3 years under the Antichrist. At that time the sacrifice and offering shall cease. It is that time period in which we are made aware that Christ shall return back to the earth as he had instructed his apostles to slay the wicked one by the breath of his mouth. The period exemplifies a great time of desolation which shall be predominate during that beginning even until the very end. This information comes to us from Jerome's commentary, number 011 on Daniel, being translated by Gleason L. Archer. Regrettably, many of the writings of Hippolytus have been lost, but some have been found and published in volumes of the Ante-Nicene Fathers, the expositors who wrote before the Council of Nyssa in 323 ACE. Now, who was Hippolytus? He was a disciple of Irenaeus, who wrote several works between the years 160 and 200 ACE. Irenaeus was a disciple of Polycarp, who died as a martyr in 155 CE, and was the pastor of the church at Smyrna. Polycarp was a disciple of John the Apostle, who wrote the book of Revelation. There is a possible direct line of conveyed teachings from John through to a third generation, Hippolytus. That the concept of the 7-year tribulation and the canonization, Daniel's and John's time period prophecies, was extant in the 2nd century is therefore indisputable.
"And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? who is able to make war with him. There was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
John next saw the dragon standing on the seashore, and as he stood, a beast rose out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the body of the beast was like a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, throne, and great authority. This does not necessarily mean that the dragon gave him his own throne, but he gave him power and a throne and great authority. As John was back on the Isle of Patmos, the sea from which he saw the beast arise was probably the Mediterranean, though the sea in prophecy signifies the nations. What does this composite beast signify? This is not the first time we have read in the scriptures of a beast coming up out of the sea, so we must go back to the book of Daniel for an explanation. While Daniel was a statesman and did not hold the prophetic office, he had the prophetic gift and was not only an interpreter of dreams, but a prophet, and to him was revealed the whole course of the times of the Gentiles and the character of its last great leader, the Antichrist. His prophecy is mainly concerned with the things that shall befall his people, the Jews, in the latter days. Book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 14. And as we are now dealing with the things that shall come to pass in the last or 70th week of Daniel's 70 weeks, we necessarily must turn back to the book of Daniel for an explanation of this symbol of the beast. But before we take that up, it is important to note that both the Old and New Testaments speak of a mysterious and terrible personage who shall be revealed in the last times. He is called by various names. In the Old Testament, he is called the Assyrian, the king of Babylon, Lucifer, the little horn, a king of fierce countenance, the prince that shall come, and the willful king. In the New Testament, he is called the man of sin, the son of perdition, that wicked, the Antichrist, and the beast.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Behold, the name of the Lord cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue a indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire, and his breath as an overflowing stream, shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. Ye shall have a song, as in the night when a holy solemnity is kept, and gladness of heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come into the mountain of the Lord, to the mighty one of Israel, and the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lighting down of his arm, with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering, and tempest, and hailstones. For through the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrian be beaten down, which smote with a rod, and in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which the Lord shall lay upon him. It shall be with tabrets and harps. And in battles of shaking will he fight with it. For Tophet is ordained of old, yea, for the king it is prepared. He hath made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of brimstone, doth kindle it.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and, behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And, behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come into the full, a king of fierce countenance, and understanding dark sentences, shall stand up, and after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. And the end thereof shall be with a flood, and unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself, and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done, neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god. For he shall magnify himself above all.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. Remember ye not, that, when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
Jesus also made a prophetic reference to him. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. How can ye believe, which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words?
Thunder drums awake the sky. Electric winds collide tonight. Rising flames and shadows cast. We gather for the truth at last. Step through pillars lined with fire. Feel your heartbeat climbing higher. Broken stones and whispered prayers. We search for meaning everywhere. Chains are falling from our minds. Ancient wisdom left behind. Echoes call us to the gate, urging us to contemplate. Raise your eyes, can you see the signs? Stand your ground, this is sacred time. Rise and measure the temple of God. Stand in the light, unshakable and strong. With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise. Together we belong. Walls that crumble, dust in there. Hidden secrets laid bare. Hands are reaching through the dark. We ignite a holy spark. Carved in stone our legacy. Truth revealed for all to see. No more silence, lift your voice. United we rejoice.
With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise.
This is sacred time.
Together we belong. Listen not with fear. Listen not with pain. Let the music thunder. Let it break the chains. In the heart cathedral, in the spirit's fire, we are building something higher.
Measure not with fear, measure not with pain. Let the music thunder, let it break the chains. In the heart's cathedral, in the spirit's fire, we are building something
Unshakable and strong. With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise.
Rise and measure the temple of God. Stand in the light, unshakable and strong. With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise. Together we belong. The final call, the story's told. We carry hope within our soul. Through every trial we rise anew. The temple built inside of you. Thunder drums awake the sky. Electric winds collide tonight. Rising flames and shadows cast. We gather for the truth at last. Step through pillars lined with fire. Feel your heartbeat climbing higher. Broken stones and whispered prayers. We search for meaning everywhere. Chains are falling from our minds. Ancient wisdom left behind. Echoes call us to the gate, urging us to contemplate. Raise your eyes, can you see the signs? Stand your ground, this is sacred time. Rise and measure the temple of God. Stand in the light, unshakable and strong. With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise. Together we belong. Walls that crumble, dust in there. Hidden secrets laid bare. Hands are reaching through the dark. We ignite a holy spark. Carved in stone our legacy. Truth revealed for all to see. No more silence, lift your voice. United we
With
rejoice.
every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise. Together we belong. Listen out with fear. Listen out with pain. Let the music thunder. Let it break the chains. In the heart cathedral, in the spirit's fire, we are building something
Measure not with fear, measure not with pain. Let the music thunder, let it break the chains. In the heart's cathedral, in the spirit's fire, we are building something higher.
unshakable and strong. With every heartbeat we answer the call. Together we rise.
Rise and measure the temple of God. Stand in the light, unshakable.